Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Goodbye Deponia. Last time we left off, we were left with only the one and only Rufus, because the other two kind of sacrificed themselves to stop Siegel and stop his crazy plan. But now, with our own crazy plan, we arrived at the high boat, literally crashed into it, and we kind of succeeded into getting rid of Argus, and now we have to deliver one of the most amazing speeches we'll ever given in the history of everything. So he said, that ass. Oh boy, here it is. Just listen.
Who is standing in front of you is certainly not the only arse in this place. We are all arses. That's how we were constructed. That is our destiny. I know. Why is he saying those things? Well, this is why. Just look at you. We're doing the dirty work for those up there. Do you think any of them would dream of getting their hands dirty? Blowing up the planet, terrorizing Deponians, and all those other things we do? No! They're sitting comfortably on their fat asses. And those asses, my fellow bums, that's us! Just look at me! I know you all think I'm an arse, because I'm acting like one. But why is that so? Only because it is expected of me. As a superior, one is always half arse, half role model. And when I treat you shittily, you simply pass it on to those below you. In truth, the hierarchy is nothing but a chain of arses, giving each other shit. Just look around. What are we actually doing here? We're supposed to destroy a planet for which we don't give a rat's ass. For people who don't mean shit to us. Isn't it time to realize that we are the arses here? Then why don't we do what is expected of us? And shit on them! Come on, say it! We don't give a shit! Just look at our logo. Looks like somebody put their butt on the photocopier during an office party. And now, the result is proudly displayed on our banner. The print of a gigantic, flabby arse. So why be surprised when they treat us like arses? I could name you 1,000 more examples. The fact is, we're the arses here. But is that something to be ashamed of? I say no! I, for my part, am proud of what I am. I am an arse! And you're all arses too! It's time to show the world what's inside us. Long live the Organon!
Was it good?
Very inspiring, like always.
Great. Well, then I can go now. Which way to the bridge?
But, what about the hymn?
The hymn?
Exactly. Following each of your speeches, you lead us in our hymn. You can't have forgotten.
Yes. the him. Me. Here we go.
Organon. Organon.
Okay, wasn't that a beautiful speech? We are all asses. Every single one of us. Now this is another, it's another minigame where we have to, like, sing the hymn. And depending on what they're saying, we either have it right or wrong. Anytime it's a heart, that means it's the right note. Anytime it's like the cloudy, like really far away. Anytime it's like ellipses, we're kind of there. So let's see here. That's too far.
Organon. Organon.
Okay.
Organon.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Organon. Organon. Organon.
We're close. We're getting there.
Organon.
That was not right.
Organon.
Good.
Organon.
Okay, this might be it.
Organon. Organon.
You never notice, like, the song in the background is like what was singing throughout the entirety of the game or series. It's the hymn.
Organon.
Perfect. That's the hymn. I just stood quiet there. I know I could have moved a long time ago, but I just want to let you guys listen to it fully. That's the hymn. Everybody's good. Let's leave. Such an inspiring leader we are.
Ah, Cletus, there you are. Where's your mysterious companion? I had hoped you would introduce me to the person who caused us so much trouble.
Don't worry, she's on board. You should be more worried about the others who are also on board. Your precious bailiff Argus has moved the entire Organon to this high boat.
What? That can't be true. Where is that traitor?
You know, I've got good news and bad news regarding him. The bad news is someone's got to clean the floor of the elevator shaft. I don't think that will be necessary.
Argus, I don't believe it. You are trying to deceive me to bring the Organon to Elysium behind my back.
Yeah, but he didn't reckon with me.
Or me.
What's going on here? Who is that?
I'm the real Cletus. He's just an imposter.
Which, strictly speaking, makes no difference. Plus or minus 2 zeros. My calculation turned out just right. This high boat is now under my control.
Not as long as I can prevent it.
Stop that!
This high boat is no longer bound for Elysium.
What?
What?
I'm certainly not going to jeopardize the Utopian project by taking an invading army to Elysium. I'm initializing the destruction of Deponia. Right now, Elysium will have to start on its journey a little sooner than expected.
Stop! Ulysses! You fool! This is madness!
My decision stands. Don't try to stop me.
But
What?
Well, we're finally here meeting Ulysses. It's like, but dude, don't. Come on, man. We're so far. Don't do it now. But what about everyone here? What about the Deponians?
But what about the Deponians? When you detonate Deponia, what will become of them?
Enough energy to catapult Elysium towards the nearest inhabitable planet, I hope.
Have you no conscience?
Oh, I do, most certainly. But it is necessary. And you are not going to change my mind.
But what about the Organon?
What about it? The Organon was destined to be blown up all along.
I forgot. But what about me? I don't want to die.
I know. You're the third prototype, aren't you? Yes. The tragic fate of the Alpha generation has always fascinated me. That's why I took Argus under my wing back then. You may think you aren't one of them, but actually, it has always been your destiny to die, just like the rest of the Organon. And the fact that you don't want to die is simply due to a flaw in your design.
But what about you? You're gonna die as well.
True, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. With all the suffering I have caused, I don't deserve better.
Ha! So you've got a conscience after all. You don't have to do this.
Oh yes, I do.
But why would you want to sacrifice yourself for the Elysians? Who or what is forcing you? I mean, Deponia may be no paradise, but it's possible to live there, and many people do. And not everyone down there was as unhappy as me.
I know the life down at the surface. I spent a long time there myself. Like a rat amongst the garbage. That isn't a dignified life. Not
for a bunch of stuck-up swellheads? Hey!
If you really want to know, this is about my daughter. She lives on Elysium. I want a better life for her. On Utopia. I'm doing this for you, Goal.
No! You old fool! What have you done?
What do you think? In a few minutes, a radio signal will be emitted from this high boat. It will activate all the blast towers around the planet. Deponia will be destroyed, and Elysium can finally set out on its journey to Utopia. I saved my daughter. That's what I have done.
I'm afraid I have to contradict you, Dad.
Go? What? What? How?
I went to Deponia with Cletus. I knew you would never permit it. That's why I didn't tell you.
The girl we were looking for was you, the one who took pity on these junkyard dwellers and sabotaged our plans? This was about you the entire time?
Can't we celebrate this family reunion some other time? Deponia may blow up any minute now. Including us and your precious daughter. Exactly. What are you waiting for, Ulysses? Abort the detonation!
But that's impossible.
Can't we stop it somehow?
The only way would be to destroy the antenna before the signal has sent.
The transmitting antenna, of course.
But the transmitter is on top of the upper deck. It would be a suicide mission. Who would be crazy enough to try?
I'm in. So am I. And I.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
I'm coming too.
You're staying here, Missy. You and I are going to have a serious talk.
Oh.
Well, besides the fact I want to ask how they're even breathing up here, but whatever. Plot twist again! Goal is Ulysses' daughter. This whole entire time, I feel like this whole entire series would have been easily solved if she just told him, hey, no, don't do that, or if they found out right in the very beginning, no, don't do that because my daughter's right there. I don't know. Maybe it's too simple to think of it that way, obviously, but still, kind of stupid. We need to get to that radio transmitter.
Good thing I don't suffer from vertigo or any other sign of the zodiac.
Like any other tightrope walker, we need something to balance the weight, so we have an antenna.
Oops, why does that always happen to me with antennas?
They're your arch rival.
here we go. Haven't got all day, you know.
I might just make this the finale. I don't know. We're already at 15 minutes. We got little left here. I might just make this the finale.
Whoa! That was fun. Fun? You moron! You almost killed us! Oh, I've heard that so many times before, but never actually, you have killed us. And that makes all the difference. That's quite enough. I've had it with you. You will hold yourself back from now on. Leave the rest to us. So, how shall we proceed? You could jump. It's much too far. Or perhaps you could stop the rotor. Oh, don't be such a Rufus. The rotors are keeping the high boat upright. Even if we could block it, the high boat would capsize. That would be the end of us.
Don't be such a Rufus. Really? Transmitter right there. I have an antenna. I think I'm a pretty good aim. I have a pretty good shot.
Step aside. I've got a plan. Stop! Don't! I hit it! And who's the idiot now? You, of course. Same as always. Huh? Why? Just look. The transmitter fell into the rotor, and it keeps blinking like nothing happened. Oh, damn! It's still active. How are we going to reach it now?
Oh, crap. Well, we had good aim, and we just didn't have enough strength to destroy it. Well, I guess the only thing we can do is jump down, really?
That ought to have worked, but I always manage to break things.
What can we do? Honestly, we can't... Oh, man.
There's a catwalk down there. I can see that. Any chance we could get there by jumping? Down there? Just how stupid are you? Answer his question, Cletus. Excuse me? You're the inspector here, aren't you? Then let's hear your assessment of the situation. What are the odds? Taking into account the rotation speed and the radius, the odds that we'd survive without being shredded by the rotor are about 1 in 3. Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. That depends. It roughly corresponds to your brain cells per head ratio.
Well, I don't know if we have any other choice.
Well, 1 in 3 isn't half. That's a bit rough.
Guess we talk to Argus and see if we get this going.
Well, 1 in 3 isn't. If that's it, have you got a double? It's all settled then. It's all settled then. We count to 3, and then we all jump.
Sounds good.
1,
2,
2.
2.
Hey, what's this? Aren't you jumping? Are you? You were gonna cheat, huh? Not me. Yeah. I almost jumped by myself. Good one.
Idiots, all of them. We'll do it again, but this time jump right after he says 2.
But no
right when it says 2.
We jump at 3.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2.
2. Jump.
3.
Of course Argus wouldn't do it. Did we die? I can't clone myself anymore.
Rufus? Rufus, wake up! Ouch! What happened? You made it! Bravo!
Where's Cletus?
I don't think he made it, but I'm not quite sure. It all went down very fast. Now, do you see the antenna anywhere? I'm at it.
Let's see, well, we got a bunch of screws. Actually, there's a hole, I should say. And, well, the transmitter's right there. And you know that classic, like, teeter-totter situation, depending on which weight is where, if it's secure, it's going to stay in whatever position. It's kind of what we have to do right here. So let's go ahead and remove some stuff so we can actually reach the transmitter.
No, wait, if I loosen this screw, what will hold up the bridge?
No, that's true. What happens if we put the screw right here, I guess? Alright, now what happens if I go over here? One more. Still nothing? We should be able to...
There's a screw in.
Huh. Oh, but now I'm a little bit confused.
I don't want to fix it.
It should have dropped down as is, right? I guess I'm confusing something here. Because if I take this out, it won't let me.
No, if I lose...
And the same thing here. I'm sure they won't let me take any of these screws out. Or maybe it will. Okay, actually no, that's what I want to do. I don't know why I thought... Yeah, no, it was keeping in place right there. I don't know why the hell I thought I was going to move. Oh, jeez, I'm an idiot. Okay, take the transmitter.
Ha! I've got it! Do you hear me, Argus? I've got it! Very good. And now, destroy it! Piece of cake!
Oh, I don't think stepping on it is going to work. Can I hit it?
Does that thing have a self-destruct mechanism?
Can I combine it?
I don't want to fix it. I want to destroy it.
Well, I have the rotor. Why don't I just throw it at the rotor?
I can't reach it from here. If I throw it, it'll just ricochet.
Well, there's only one thing I can do. Place it right at the rotor. It's going to be risky, but if I just go ahead and place these screws right here, actually, I think we're good. We will be in the right height to go ahead and just kind of jam it up in there. Oh man, this is going to be bad.
No! What are you doing? Destroying the transmitter. What else? You're not about to stick your hand in the rotor, are you? I knew you were an idiot, but the sheer folly of this really surmounts everything I've heard so far! I did it! The transmitter is destroyed! Deponia is safe! Yes, very impressive. But to make it a little more interesting, you blocked the rotor. Then help me up so we can get the rotor running again. It would be such a bummer if the high boat were to break apart at this point. After all, we're only a stone's throw from Elysium. Yes, that's an idea. Another idea would be to let you rot down there. I suppose it depends. Depends on what? Your decision. Will you help me with my coup against the Council of Elders? You what?
Ah!
What's going on?
Something's blocking the starboard rotor!
Is that bad?
No idea. You missed Deponia.
We're about to crash? But we're almost there. I can already see the airlocks.
The airlocks, you say? But of course!
The maintenance ladders.
Perhaps I can hold our position long enough so we can evacuate. Go and gather your friends together.
And what about the Organons?
Them too, of course. Now that the detonation has been cancelled, I hope that Argus will rethink his plan. I will inform the Council of Elders.
But what about you?
Go! There's no time for discussion. Go now!
I refuse to believe this. You still intend to have the Organon invade Elysium? Why not? Where else could we go? I will never allow that to happen. Oh, come on, Rufus. Those soldiers down there are our brothers. We share the same gene. Basically, we're identical. Why should you be allowed to get to Elysium and not one of them? Or two, or three? Where do you draw the line? Who gets to decide that? You, perhaps? No, but so. What do you say?
No! Over my dead body!
Over my dead body! That's too bad. But it can't be helped. Somehow I knew you wouldn't cooperate. So long, Rufus. No! Stop that! You rotten bastard! There you are again. Ah! It hurts! It's your own fault. Ow. You're a fine one to laugh, but now we're all in the same boat again. I think I can free myself. Don't! The rotor is only stuck because we're all in between. As soon as one of us moves, it will start running again. Then we all die. But if we continue blocking the rotor, then the high boat will crash one way or another. We're dead. Just how did we manage to end up in this stupid situation?
Don't look at me. You two messed it up this time.
What? Can't come up with a cunning plan for once?
Let me think. Nah, it's completely hopeless.
So, we can relax then.
Rufus! Cletus?
Goal!
What's happened here?
Doesn't matter.
You have to get us out of here.
Preferably before the high boat crashes.
Guess it's a little too late for that. Dad says that all these rotor failures have damaged the engines. He's able to hold the high boat in position for now. But evacuation has already started. We've only got minutes.
Oh, great. Now everyone's getting to Elysium but me, right?
Exactly. Get me out of here. You can only save one of us before the rotor starts turning again.
No, there must be a way to get all three of you out.
No, there isn't. Come on, make a decision.
How can I decide that? I don't even know who's who.
Yeah, this is kind of rough. I mean, there's actually two distinctions between Rufus and Cletus and Argus. Rufus, one, is a little, he's not as pale as them, and two, he has like a couple strands of hair by his chin, where Cletus and Argus have a kind of a goatee. And, well, he can speak normally. I don't know if they can pull off Rufus's accent, if you want to say. Come on, you gotta help us.
I am Rufus. He's lying. I am Rufus.
They're both bold-faced liars. I am Rufus.
Oh, great. And now, can the real Rufus give me some sort of proof?
Of course I can.
Okay, never mind. I was just mistaken where Cletus can't pull off our our impression. Argus just totally sucks at it. Let's see. Come on, yeah.
I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh, and what's that?
Well, what about Bozo's family album?
That we drew beards in Bozo's family album.
Yeah, that was fun, although there was surprisingly little to draw.
It's a trick goal. He only knows that because I told him.
Don't be ridiculous. Why would the real Rufus tell you something like that?
Just to boast. But there's one thing that none of the others can possibly know. That I cooked breakfast this morning.
Yes, that was unusual.
Anyone could have guessed that.
Yes, but not what we had for breakfast.
Easy.
I don't think I can hold on any longer.
Rats! Now we're back to square one, and I still don't know who's who.
Oh, this is not going good at all.
I am
Come
Rufus.
on.
Really? Prove it.
Let's see. Well, more handsome.
Look carefully. I'm much better looking than those two scarecrows.
I can't see a thing from here. You all look the same in those costumes. I need a better clue than that.
Crap. Listen to your heart.
Well, simply trust your heart.
Huh. Let me see. My heart says, perhaps the one in front.
What? No! Forget the bit about your heart. There are more reliable methods.
We're running out of time.
Please make up your mind. Time's running out. The high boat could crash any moment now.
Pressuring me like that won't make it any easier. What if I accidentally pick Argus?
Hey ho, I'm the roofster.
Huh.
Oh, I guess Argus can pull off an impression of us. Just leave. We're not gonna get anywhere with this.
Who cares which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important thing is that you survive.
Ha! He just gave himself away. Exactly. The real Rufus.
That's me. Would never say such a thing.
You're right. That really didn't sound like Rufus. Could it be possible that you changed that much?
The real Rufus will never change. You know that.
Then perhaps it's just another trick to look good.
No.
Oh my god. Guys, I really don't think there's anything else we can do here. We're just gonna keep going in circles, both figuratively and literally.
It's true. I'm not Rufus. Rufus? That's him. What? Yes. Yeah, sure. He's right. I am Rufus.
Is this a trick? A last desperate maneuver? You know, if I help him, it's too late to change your mind. You're going to fall and die.
Yeah. What else? I mean, we need somebody to get out of here. If it's not going to be us, I definitely don't want it to be Argus. Might as well pick the better of the two evils, I guess.
Definitely. Just think, how can I be the real Rufus? The real Rufus is never gonna give up. He'll never change. And he'll never
let go.
let go.
Stop! No! No!
Come on, Go. We need to get out. Come. Huh?
Hello, Rufus!
What? Barry, what are you doing here?
You were my idol, you remember? And I follow you everywhere. No, seriously, I just wanted to tell you how much I admire what you're doing here. At first, of course, I was shocked, but then I did understand. Brilliant! Really! It was actually the only thing you could do. A genius plan! Even from a philosophical point of view. The ultimate altruistic deed. Huh. Wow! Rufus! The oh-so-resolute Rufus at last finally changed!
Are you ready?
I don't know. Do you really think this outfit is appropriate?
But Rufus, everyone knows you're a Deponian. You remember that, right? You no longer need to pretend. Never again. You can simply be yourself. Forever, Rufus.
But this is totally cool.
Ah, here come our heroes, the saviors of Deponia. Well, a fine mess you got us into, if I may say so. Your report poses us a difficult dilemma. Naturally, now that we know Deponia is inhabited, our journey to Utopia is cancelled for the time being. But the high boat is destroyed, and the cable is cut. And with so many new citizens, our resources will be used up even faster than expected. What will become of Elysium? Are we forced to land on Deponia? Is that the solution? So many questions.
I'm afraid I have no answers for you, Your Eminence. But this Deponian here is a true genius.
Who? Me?
If you're stuck for unusual ideas, his imagination knows no limit.
Go ahead. Any suggestion will be welcome.
But Go?
You can do it.
Well, perhaps we could mount some rockets on Elysium.
Go on.
Or flying dragons. And if we put monster truck tires on a gigantic dirigible...
Monster truck tires?
Then perhaps we could train a few eagles and...
Getting back to those flying dragons, how big would they have to be?
Oh, huge! With very large teeth, and they should breathe fire.
I'm closing my case. There's nothing left to say. Any last questions? Take that as a no. If you feel battered, your whole world is shattered, I may have a helpful suggestion for you. Just grab your harmonica and sing about Deponia, and Rufus' dream of a life more ideal, and the fact that sometimes there may be just one last chance to save the day if you let go. And if that's so, I'm off now for real.
Ursa is off now for real.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for Goodbye Deponia and for the Deponia series. What a way to end it. We seriously just didn't have any other way. So you might be thinking, wait a minute, Pharaoh, is there like another ending? Maybe if we did something else, maybe we would have been saved. But no. As I mentioned before, we would just keep going around in circles. It wasn't going to get us anywhere. And eventually, Rufus, he did change that much. At least I would think so. He's like, you know what? It's not going to happen. Sacrifice for the greater good, I guess. And, that's that. And but people are like, but there's so much speculation now that the game and the series are done. It's like, well, we never seen Rufus actually crash to Deponia, and we've seen him be very resilient before. Maybe he'll survive this time. I honestly don't know what to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe there is a very slight chance that he survived going through the stratosphere and the atmosphere back into the Earth, Deponia, I should say. But something tells me I highly doubt that. So, that's just how it had to go. And in regards to Goal, if she really knew or not, if that was Rufus who fell, I think she does know. But I think she's gonna just continue letting Cletus go with the facade that he's actually Rufus. One, because I would the way she was speaking, the way she was looking at him, and of course at the end, looking out from the building and just sighing, I think she knew what happened. And also, remember how I mentioned the whole thing about the goatee? You can see right now, Rufus, he has like those 3 strands, but Argus and Cletus had the goatee. Now, she must have realized that as well. So, to me, I think it's very, I don't want to say very obvious, but I think she knew that Cletus was the one who had the flaw. So, yeah, that's been it for Goodbye Deponia and the entirety of the series. In terms of my overall thoughts and opinions regarding this game, I did enjoy it. I really did. Puzzle-wise, I don't think it was like, it wasn't, well, I was gonna say it wasn't like too bad, but there were things I was highly confused about. One, it was that the whole thing regarding that what was it? Actually, no, the minigames in here were pretty stupid in my opinion. Like the washing machine thing threw me for a loop the first time. The alarm system colorful grid thing when we had to access the various terminals on the cruiser, that really threw me off for a while. Even trying to stop ourselves from dying over and over again on a conveyor belt. And there was like other things. It did throw me off for a loop, and I'm like, crap, it's kind of hard to get this, but eventually, with enough persistence, I was able to get through it all. And, well, that was that. Story-wise, I mean, it does come to a close. It comes to an ending. Maybe it was not the one we're looking for. It's not the very happy ending where Rufus finally gets to Elysium with a goal, everything's happily ever after. No. He, in the end, just doesn't make it. And it sucks. He was the one who really wanted to go. He was like the only one who really thought he could make it really, and he was almost there. He was like right there. But in the end, he just, nope. It makes you wonder, like, oh man, all those other Deponians made it. I mean, Doc, Bozo, Bambina, like the ones we pretty much interacted with in the third game. It seems like they totally made it. Which is funny too, because like somebody I keep remembering is Wenzel. Like he, like we only saw him in the first game, and like they made like a very few references to him in the second and third game, and that was that. I doubt they even picked him up again to go to Elysium. But yeah. And look at the voice actors there. We got Carrie Shall, I'm not really sure, who spoke for Rufus. And what's funny, they will tell you in the first game that he spoke for Rufus and Cletus. And I think that kind of like, I think that even also Argus. So that like right there, kind of give you a hint. Like, wait a minute, these are all the same people. Huh? And also Alex Woolton Regan for gold, and everybody else do their own part. Well, you know, I was gonna say something until I forgot now what. Well, regarding the story for this, oh, like, okay, yeah, the overall story in terms of like plot twists and everything. That's I was very iffy with the game when it did that, like the whole thing about Rufus being a prototype, or Rufus, Argus, and Cletus, all being prototypes of the Organon, and it's like, what? They were never like real. Yeah, it's just odd. And like the whole thing about Hermes, he's the one who created the Organon, Elysium, and all this stuff. But it makes me wonder, like, how they ended up where they were. Like, how did... And we know Rufus was a trash baby, apparently, according to what Siegel said. But it's like, how did Rufus be right there, and like Cletus and Argus being the positions that they were in? I'm not really sure. But like a lot of the plot twists, especially, and also Goal being Ulysses' daughter, it's like, oh man, all over the place. So with it, that's why this overall story, I just thought, I don't want to say like they were so rushed into making this, because I'm assuming they must have had the entirety of the story done when they made all three games, like all the overarching paths, you know? Like, I don't think like they just did like, okay, now we did Deponia, let's work on Chaos on Deponia, and let's just kind of make the story as we go. I highly doubt that was the case. But also, part of me feels like it was a little bit more, I don't know, rushed? Well, of everything that we found out in this game? I'm not really sure. I mean, in the end, I still enjoyed what is the overall atmosphere and characters and story of Deponia. It's just those tidbits and like those plots. It's like, okay, wait a minute. But like overall, I thought it was very enjoyable. It's something different. It's something, I don't know. Well, obviously we don't see every day. I'm a huge fan when it comes to like fantasy and things are you know that are just out of the ordinary, and like that has a kind of mystical sense to it. And Deponia, like, not only was it funny, I liked it. I thought it was pretty funny. I don't know. I thought you can get lost in the world, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to this game. It's just, but the entirety of the series, I had fun with it. And I really hope you guys enjoyed what was what the series had to offer. And I'm you know, actually, I am fairly certain a lot of people maybe did not want to watch this because it's a point and click. It's like, it doesn't really look appealing, which is totally understandable. I understand. My aspect is like, you know, I wanted people to see what type of story was hidden in this type of game, you know. And that's why I do LPs as is. Like, a lot of times it's like, this game looks interesting, let's cover it. And I hope that many people would take a look at it. I'm like, okay, give it a shot. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this does look kind of interesting. Let's stick around. So I was kind of hoping for that, and I'm sure some people really did enjoy it. Some people are like, nah, forget it. Which is fine. You can't please everybody. That's something you're going to come to realize, well, anywhere in life. That's what you're going to come to realize. But, yeah. That's, wait, special thanks to Ann Bowman, and of course Ann Bowman, and Professor Bowman. Bowman? Or whatever. So much special thanks to them all. It was funny, like, doing the series, like, doing, like, the LPing it really wasn't in store for me, honestly. I just recently kind of beat the games, maybe a few months ago. Maybe at the day of this recording. It is... well... Oh, what the... I didn't even click anything. I guess the game got tired of the credits. So like, no, okay, we're done. I first beat these games maybe 2 months ago, back in October. Yes, and I'm recording this series. I just finished recording everything here. Today is December 17th of 2015. By the time this video comes out, it will be... I'm trying to think now. Crap, will it really be like... It might honestly be February. if I'm playing my cards right here. If I upload every day with the series of Deponia, it may be February, but yeah. I kind of want gung-ho with this. I don't know. I got into it again. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna record it, and that's exactly what I did. It felt good to record this much and just kind of have things going for it. I don't know. It gives me a lot to do, and like, it gives me not so much to worry about. It's like, okay, I can like take a good break if I wanted to without even recording anything. So yeah. So once again, I really hope you guys enjoyed the entirety of the series. I know I did. And even though I played a game, played the entire series, I would recommend that you all go ahead and just pick up the series for yourselves. The series actually goes on sale numerous times for fairly cheap. You can probably pick up all 3 games for like $10 maybe. Well, of course when it's on sale. And I would still recommend that you pick it up and play it, because there's so many interesting things and so many like dialogue choices I didn't do. That may be funny, you know? And maybe solving the puzzles for yourselves may be fun. It's up to you, though. Or maybe support Daedalic Entertainment and the other games that they do. Always in the bottom right, they have like New Beginning, the Deponia series, Ed and Harvey series, Dark Eye series, The Whispered World. They do many great point-and-click adventures. I really enjoy them anyway. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching my Let's Play of Goodbye Deponia and the Let's Play of the Deponia series. Thank you all so much. I love you all. And stay tuned for whatever the hell I plan to LP next. I'll see you guys later.